that Kim and me and our partner Sherry can make this channel happen, and I want to thank every single one of you for clicking on our videos and getting us here today. So thank you very much.
More to do today, but first I just have to ask you, Dan.
Yes, Kim.
So, The Avengers was the third highest grossing film, I believe, of all time. Just a few short weeks later, you had to direct that director.
Yeah.
No pressure.
It's always fun to direct another director. Because the thing about directors is they love to be in control. Otherwise they wouldn't be directors. Yeah, no, Joss was really sweet. It wasn't, I should say, it wouldn't have been too intimidating if he didn't keep saying Joss smash Puny Dan every time. No, he's very sweet.
And also, our kid, Brett Malagat, is here. Where are you, Brett? Is he? We get tons and tons and tons of email, but I know, Will, you get email not just from us, but from your own channels, and, not your channels, but your own emails. I'm gonna shut up now. What are those emails like?
Talk about tabletop, Will.
Well, Felicia and I co-created a show at Geek Sundry called Tabletop, and it's a board gaming show that I wanted to make for the purposes of showing people that gamers are not antisocial weirdos who can't make eye contact when they talk to each other, and that gaming is a wonderful social activity that is as fun with your friends as it is with your family. And the show has been enjoyed by people all over the world, and probably the most gratifying thing for me is every single day I get multiple emails from people who watch the show, and they say things like, a guy emailed me and he said, my family over the last couple of years, my kids have gotten older, and now we're just sort of like fractured at the end of the night. Like we eat dinner and then they go to the computers and my wife goes to the TV and I go to my dad and cry. And he said we started watching Tabletop together, and now we have a family game night every night of the week where we all get together and play Tabletop.
Actually rehearse all the games all day before we shot. I now am like a total addict, and I took a free copy of every just because I'm a producer. But we actually, our goal, like Will said, was to spread the love of tabletop gaming and really get people to know that like this is a fun activity to do face to face. And we actually have this really cool partnership starting in August. For 3 months, Target stores are going to feature games that we have played on tabletop. And then special Geek Sundry prizes or gifts inside the games that we're featuring on Target.com. So, we're always looking to bridge the gap between independent and mainstream. This is an amazing partnership that hopefully will promote and encourage people to game more in a wider level. So we're really excited about it.
And I'm hearing from people that run small, friendly local game shops that Tabletop is pushing people into their game stores who never would have gone to a game store before because they were intimidated by it, they thought it was weird, and now these people tell me that they have return customers that are playing games that aren't on Tabletop.
Yeah.
Because we've managed to make gamers.
And we have a big event around the show that we're planning later this year, so stay tuned for that.
And, things like that would not be possible for Felicia and I without the help of our partner, Sherry Bryant, because she is really savvy in ways that we are not, and we're thrilled to have her on board. So I'd actually like to bring her out now. We're really excited to have some new announcements.
Announce new shows. And then, yeah.
So Sherry, if you will come out wherever you are. Sherry Bryant.
Playing tabletop games, I can tell you that. Asking for Will. It's great to see you guys here, and thanks to all of the support you guys have given our channel. We've been able to add some new mid-season shows to our lineup, which is super exciting. When written by a kid and in September, we have Dark Horse returning with an all-star anime cast. A shout out to them. It is Vic Mignogna from Full Metal Alchemist, Wendy Lee from Cowboy Bebop, Ian O'Brien and Tara Platt from Naruto, and Yuri Lowenthal from Ben 10. So we're super excited about the second half of that season. Also in September, we're going to be adding a new show called On the Table, which is a news show about all things gaming, wargaming, roleplay, and board games, so look for that in September. In January, we're premiering a show called The Frontiers of Geekage. We're host Jay Keith Van Stratton. Is he in the audience here? Jay Keith, you want to say that? There he is, waving. Hello.
I've known you for 10 years, and this is how I find out you're here?
And this show is basically going to be an interview show where we interview people pushing boundaries and exploring new frontiers of science, art, and technology. But secretly within this show, and as you guys know who play ARGs, this is our new ARG show. So here is our shout out to alternate reality gaming. And lastly, we have a special night for you guys that I'm going to let Felicia talk about.
That's my idea. So, I don't know if some of you are familiar with Vaginal Fantasy, my book. Yeah, so basically, I'm moving Vaginal Fantasy to Geek Sundry, and what we're going to do is every Tuesday night, we're going to do hangouts at 8. So we're adding a hangout every single Tuesday night on a different subject. So Vaginal Fantasy will be on one Tuesday a month, and we're adding a show called Penile Code. With the lovely Sean Plott. I'm not sure if you recognize him. He's going to be doing a hangout around like the male geek-oriented relationship. He's going to be playing relationship games, video games with romance in them, in a hangout, and drinking beer. I don't know, sounds like a good idea. You should, no?
There's nothing about that I don't like.
We also are adding a monthly writer storytelling hangout with Pat Rothfuss and Name of the Wind. Have you ever read that book? Subject matter of that hangout, please add that to our forums, which we just launched.
I suggest drinking beer with Will Wheaton.
All right, yeah, so that's a lot of exciting things we mentioned. Oh, wait. Guild Season 6 is coming to you. I know. When I walked out, I was like, wait, what? I don't think that was going to be as big a surprise as it would have been eventually, because, you know, whatever.
Hopefully you guys can't read.
I think they can read.
Welcome back to the Indigo, you guys. How's it feel feel to be back for, I think this is our 3rd year here and our 4th year at Comic-Con. How's it feel?
Great.
Someone just mentioned to us that July 27th is the Guild's 5th birthday. It's the 5th birthday of the Guild.
Cool.
It's like ancient technology 5 years ago on the internet, right? People are like, retrospectively, I'm like, wait, we're still doing the show. So... we did start on Hunter. Your mic isn't on for a reason. We're going to take Q&A. Are there microphones in the aisles? Because we'd love to hear what you guys want to say or ask us.
There are microphones on either aisle, it looks like, so come on up. And
Wait, the audience has to know that Jeff Lewis said the Guild started on a Commodore 64. Because that's really funny.
But his mic wasn't on.
Yeah, I know, but I felt like a dick for hoarding that comic. You're welcome.
you have a question?
Any questions?
Were any of the things that happened to the characters in the Guild this season, like based on your own personal experiences from going to cons?
Remember that time I followed you around dressed up in a fursuit?
Did anybody start a Seat Savers network?
There's an actual Seek Saver network? That one girl.
It's models.
Season 5 was our homage to conventions. It was a pretty epic season. So this season is going to focus more on Codex's workplace and the Guild, balancing that in the Guild. So that's pretty much where we're going to be going there. We have some really fun things planned for each character, which I won't tell you about. But I got to finish that script.
But yes, there was a lot of con inspiration.
Conspiration.
Conspiration.
We just made a word. We just made a word. We make a t-shirt that we
Sell it right now to this panel.
or if we make that t-shirt out of the table, it's okay.
Next question.
Hi. Oh my gosh, hi, this is actually happening. Okay, so hi Felicia, I have a question. I was wondering if there are any more Guild music videos in the works?
It could be on the agenda for next season, yeah. Maybe. I'm not going to tell you, but I kind of just told you. Spoiler alert. We were so excited to make I'm the One That's Cool for the premiere. And, we always try to do something different. So if there's a really good idea, it's more of an art piece, like what are we going to feature, and how can we make something look really pretty. So,
Very good.
Start working on that now.
but yeah.
Dick will.
Next question.
So being here at Comic-Con and everything, what would be your favorite cosplay to walk around the con in and why?
Did anybody ever cosplay on this panel? Were you Baby Doll last year?
I was Harley Quinn. You may have seen me on the floor. You wouldn't have recognized me. I was an incredibly attractive woman. My friend Adam Savage cosplays. This year he was a ring ray, which was really amazing. But he told me that he thinks that he sweated out about 40 pounds. It was so hot. But I'm not going to tell you what costume he was wearing because I think he has to keep reusing it. But it's real hard for Adam to go anywhere at Comic-Con. He has a costume that completely covers his face that he wears just to get out of the hotel. I was in the green room a couple of years ago, and Dominic Moynihan was there, and he's a delightful person. And he was talking to my son, and my son didn't know that he was a big famous actor guy, and he was like, "Well, I'm going out to the floor." My son was like, "Do you want to go do a thing on the floor or whatever?" And he was like, "No, I gotta go and kind of be in disguise." And he pulls out this really awesome Godzilla mask. And just puts on this Godzilla mask, so he's like a little person in a suit with Godzilla mask. And we were like, this is the only place in the world where you would see that and no one would even think twice about it. We're like, I'm not going to take a a picture of that. That guy didn't spend any time and effort on his cosplay. So if I were to cosplay at a con, it would probably be something like that, so that I can kind of experience a con the way that I did when I was a kid.
I retract my big statement, because that's
You should wear a mask of Will Wheaton.
This is a true story. This is a true story. This is the thing that actually happened. On Thursday morning, I was wearing a bowling shirt that said it was the Wesley Crushers bowling shirt. And my wife and I went downstairs in our hotel to have breakfast, and a guy walks up to me and he goes, "Are you cosplaying as Will Wheaton?" President cosplay at all. You just showed up. And I was like, this is pretty effective Will Wheaton cosplay. I mean, like, I think I could pass for the guy.
Jeff's there. Is your mic working, Jeff? Because you always have like.
Can you hear me?
All right. Like it's on.
It doesn't sound like it works, but it does. Yeah. My joke earlier was we premiered on Commodore 64.
We can't sing the whole song because we get sued for copyright purposes, but can we all together say happy birthday because it was yesterday, Robert Thorson?
We can do better than that. We have like a count off.
No, I messed it up. Let's do it really for real and I'll count it off. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy
Justice Laura, I was going to say, we have a lot of Comic-Con birthdays. Happy almost birthday, Jeff. Whatever you want to say.
Thanks, 3 people.
Next question.
So this one's for Felicia. I'm 99% sure you probably got asked this already sometime. I know you guys are into World of Warcraft, but are you like watching or interested in any other MMOs that are coming up, or playing any other ones?
You know, I actually was playing SWTOR a little bit, which was really fun. Like, it feels more like a single player game to me, but you know, that's because I wasn't in a guild. I was, what is that, Secret World, or is that? Yeah, that looks really interesting to me. I haven't had time to sit down and look at it, but that looks really interesting to me. So yeah, I mean, MMOs are not something that I have a lot of time to play. Vince and I were just talking. We were playing Mass Effect 3 and Skyrim. Yeah.
I accidentally deleted my save before I finished the game, so.
Skyrim. How many hours were you in?
You know, I wasn't too far. I was mostly doing everything but the main quest. Yeah. Everything else in the entire world. But I was at least probably a good 20 plus hours in, so it's not that bad.
That's not good at all.
It's time I'm not getting back.
Could you quantify your loss in a number of cabbages?
How are your cabbage barrels? I have several.
Is that a thing? I don't do that. I've never done that. When's that?
What the cool kids do, right?
Alright.
Get on that.
Peer pressure. Alright, cabbages.
Next question.
Colonel Sanders, you have a question.
Yes, so last season,
He's not cosplaying, it's actually Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders has a catchphrase? I thought it would be like, sorry I ruined your cholesterol.
That would not be good marketing.
That's why I don't want
Wait, no fried chicken.
That's right.
So, the question is, last year you had a lot of famous celebrities do cameos. Who's the one person you asked, there's no way they're going to say, yeah, I'm doing it, and they actually did show up and participate?
His baby's pretty cute though. We might have to stick it in next season.
Baby's very cute.
If you ask him to show you a picture of his baby, he will show it to you. I mean, like 50,000 pictures of him.
I'm his baby's agent.
So I gotta go.
Yeah,
you,
she
the book
for
is
me.
baby?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, we'll talk about that later. I didn't think Stan Lee would show up last season. That was random. Like, that's one of those things where you're like, wait, what? He's actually gonna come?
Stan loves you.
Yeah.
No, he
Felicia and I have been in the same place as Stan Lee the exact same number of times.
True.
And every time we see him, he's like, "Oh, Felicia, it's so good to see you, Excelsior!" And I'm like, "Hey, Stan," and he looks at me like, "I'm sorry, kid, who are you?" True, it's 100% true. So of course Stan Lee's gonna say yes.
He was really funny though, and to be honest with you, a lot of those lines he did were improv. His improv. So like
one of them was mine that I gave to him, and then he said it, and I felt like magic.
Yeah, you
It was the line where he goes,
yeah.
what are you dressed as? Did I create that character? Yeah, when some was
It was epic. It was an epic. And that scene is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it gave me a soul boner. Soul boner. Say it again.
Next question.
Hi, I'm from Calgary, Canada.
We're the Cowboys of the North.
That's right, that's right. My question actually is for you, Felicia. You're a great inspiration to me as a filmmaker. My question was about season 1.